Happy Mardi Gras, everyone. Today we're doing another Sudsy Recap. And today we're doing Bold and Beautiful. We're talking all about the Bold and Beautiful. And as I have mentioned previously, I'm going to be taking a break for about a week. Just because, on Sunday was the Oscars. Let's talk a little bit about the Oscars. Just a little bit. I love how everyone was all... I don't know. I just think that everyone is being very political and, on one hand, I think that anyone should say whatever they want, whenever they want. But on the other hand, I think, okay, well, But here's the thing about the show in general. It went way over. Like 40 minutes over. So on the TiVo, now luckily I was watching it live, so I saw the whole thing, including that disastrous Best Picture. What is that? Is that I got a black hair? Oh my God, that's gonna kill me. Okay, so that Best Picture, that was so bad. That was awful. And apparently the person whose fault it actually wasn't Warren Beatty or Faye Dunaway's fault, But it was actually the fault of this guy from PricewaterhouseCoopers, the accounting firm, who was too busy taking photos of Emma Stone to realize what he was doing. So that's kind of like, oh, okay. But he's like old too. So it just goes to show you that you never know, right? You never know. Because he's worked at that company for like 30 years. So, you never know. But so anyways, so it went over like 40 minutes, right? So I just, luckily, now when I was recording it on the TiVo. And when I was recording it, I had it go over by 10 minutes because at the most, they'll go over like 6 or 8 minutes over, right? I was not planning on 40 minutes. Now, granted, thank goodness I was watching it live, but still, like, that is really long. Really long. I don't really have, I just felt bad for La La Land. I mean, I don't feel too bad for them. They won 6 Oscars, but at the same time, to, go up to accept your award and then to find out, oh, just kidding, you lost. That sucks. Same thing I felt bad for when Steve Harvey did the same shit at the Miss Universe pageant. I felt bad for her too. It's just unfortunate. It's unfortunate, because I can't believe I'm actually going to defend him, but at least Kanye West, when he went up and interrupted Taylor Swift, he wasn't saying, just kidding, you didn't win this award, it goes to Beyonce. No, he's saying Beyonce should have won the award, but Taylor Swift still got to keep her award. She didn't get to speak that much, but she still got to keep the award. So I just felt bad for La La Land, that's all. But, at the end of the day, both La La Land and Moonlight are making shit tons of money, so kudos to the two of you. Okay, that's all I'm going to talk about the Oscars. Although some of Jimmy's jokes were pretty funny. Anyways. Okay, so let's talk about Bold and Beautiful. I love Bold and Beautiful. I love me some new Sally Spectra. I think she's great. So this week, we saw the introduction of Sally's little sister, Coco. Now, if you're not super familiar with the fashion industry, you wouldn't know that Coco Chanel is the one who started the House of Chanel. So whenever you hear people say, oh, I went to Chanel, they're going to the stuff that Coco made, forever ago. Now Karl Lagerfeld is the head designer, but Coco Chanel was for a long time. And so Coco Spectra is an homage to Coco Chanel, which I think is brilliant. It's great. It's cool because they're kind of playing up a romance, a flirtation between RJ and Coco. So we'll see how that works out because Coco was just hired as a intern at Forrester Creations, and they had Thomas and RJ interviewing candidates. And I think that's great, actually, because I don't know if we've ever seen a scene between Thomas and RJ before. I mean, we've seen scenes with RJ and Thomas and Steffi, but I don't think I've ever seen just, a bro scene between Thomas and RJ. That I might have, but if I did, it obviously wasn't that memorable. So I think that's great. I think it's wonderful. Oh, and at the end of today's episode, we saw that Charlie. So here's the thing. Eric has this room in his house, the powder room, which the door always sticks. And he got stuck in it earlier today, and Charlie helped him out. Now, here's the thing about this particular plot device. It would have been nice if they had set this up a little bit earlier. If they had had more people as opposed to the day of Eric was locked in it. Because you know what happened. Of course, Ridge and Quinn got locked in it, and then they kissed, and then after Charlie let them out, he saw Quinn wipe her lipstick off of Ridge's mouth. Now, he didn't see them actually kiss, but then he ran into the room after they left, and he looked at the napkin that wiped his mouth, and he saw lipstick. So he's definitely, hopefully he'll put two and two together. Now, listen, if I was Ridge or Quinn, I could make up any sort of excuse. I could say that she passed out and she needed mouth to mouth. I could say that, they could make up all kinds of excuses. I mean, it is a little bit flimsy now and this whole thing does seem a little bit contrived. I'm not going to lie. It seems a little contrived. Like, also, Pam was talking about her lemon bars burning. Do lemon bars even bake? Like, I thought lemon bars were made, like, in the fridge. That's like saying, like, oh, my chocolate cream pie's burning. Really? What? I don't know. Maybe they don't. Maybe they do burn, but maybe they do bake. I don't know. I know they're delicious. I know I love me some lemon bars. I just don't. They didn't strike me as being a baked good. I mean, the crust is done. I mean, but anyone can buy a crust. I don't know. That just, again, seemed a little weird. Seemed a little, off. What can you do? One person I'm really sick of, actually, no, I take that back. One couple that I'm really sick of is Liam and Steffi. God, I'm over them. It was very difficult to root for Liam previously because he had these two girls at the time, Hope and Steffi, throwing themselves over him, and I'm thinking, why? Why? Like, I never understand. I mean, the actor that plays Liam, Scott Clifton, is very good looking. He's extremely hot. I've thought so since he played Dylan on General Hospital. But I mean, and maybe he's got a big D, just like his father, the Stallion. You never know. I mean, if that's the case, I wish that they would say that, because then that would make, I doubt that they'll say that on daytime television, but I really wish that they would say something, because then it would make sense why everyone is constantly throwing themselves after Liam, because even after Hope left, then it was Ivy and Steffi. Right? I mean, it's just, the whole thing is, it is what it is, but I'm over Steffi and Liam. But like I said, it is a good thing, because it's kind of like a twist on the original Stephanie and Sally Spectra rivalry, because you didn't really root for Sally because she was kind of stealing from Stephanie, and Stephanie was a fierce bitch, but Steffi is a spoiled brat. And Sally Spectra, the new Sally Spectra, is kind of a hardworking designer. So you're rooting for Sally Spectra. I love it. I think it's great. Anyways, I just want to say thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. You can follow me on Twitter at Angel Benton. You can also hashtag Bold and the Beautiful to talk Bold and the Beautiful with me. or you can hashtag RHOA to talk the Real Housewives of Atlanta. But like I said, there wasn't an episode this past week, so we'll wait until next Wednesday, and I'll do another Sudsy recap for Housewives of Atlanta. Oh, and Dancing with the Stars. I'm so excited. That's coming back. I love me some Dancing for Relevancy. So the Atlanta recaps, as much as I love them, they might not be that. They might be a little bit short-lived because I'm going to be going back to the Dancing for Relevancy. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, thanks a lot, everyone. Have a great day. Peace out. Wubba wubba wubba, and happy Mardi Gras.